Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning. October 17th, 2023. You know, today, October 17th, 2023. You know, I remember back in the day, what we did high school, what we did school at Salon. Yeah, the school was very highly competitive. Hey, bruh, if you want inside the first five, you get for COG. And imagine, then Form 2, Form 3. Bruh, you ready to do almost to that 12, 13 subject they take a day. But you want part up all because if you don't study, you don't come. Hey! Because we sabi man them later in the day, we are talking about inside you, I talk about them bokari. Hey! But they man in the cog the book. So you want to compete heavily, we are going for cog. We are telling man the cog. But they say all this for say, you see, when you study, when the exam which we are, I swear to God, you have to call. Yeah. You know, Gashi, and then you reach from a point, you transform, you transcend from the cogging point, you reach to the point where you understand the concept, right? Yeah. And then when you don't understand the concept, that's the best. Because when you cog, you know, once you inside the exam, if you don't take it, you get a brain freeze. Yeah. And that is a serious problem. You know?
And when you talk about cog, so Brian, you remember back in the days when you cog, when you go to an exam, you don't even want to play with your because you don't want to make sense which you don't cog you for.
Thank you.
But understanding, you don't feel free for play.
Thank you.
Because understanding, it's in there.
It is there. It is the concept. Yeah. The moment they spark the concept. When you tell Cashbox say quantitative easing, you don't think yourself. It's the concept. But you know, when you tell communicate about the rules of engagement, you don't think yourself. It is the concept, right? So that is life. That is life. I say all this to say, Kashi comrade, when they watch what's in the happiness salon right now, we're not for rich day, they would look at Liberia. You know, Liberian MPs, when we see them in the ECOWAS parliament, when they tell you, say, you play the other day, the registration process was from December 2022 to March 2023. So 4 months, then they register people. He opened. And even that day, Kashi and comrade, we get for reach to that point in this part of the world where they, every day is registration. MVA is they send you letter say, hey, you know, if you change your address, you need to come back for just verify your registration or this and that. It is a continuous process. We should not be limiting people for registration. You see, all this, you got to study properly. When you study, when the exam reach, you know the strain. Look at what happened in Liberia. The elections was on the 10th, I think. Today don't be the 17th. 7 days later, they are counting, and they count the results them. Polling station for polling station. 1-1. The Liberian people are waiting patiently. George Opongwea and the NEC commissioners them know say the Liberian opposition and the people of Liberia are ready to strike. If anybody play with a vote, they know say play no they under. They are doing their job. You see, the Liberian opposition, the people of Liberia, they heart cool because they study well. They grasp the concept of democracy. Kashi. It is the concept of democracy, Kashi. Kashi, you know, say Milton my guy, get me small HTC day where go teach me how to teach. So I get that basics in teaching. And when you learn, when you sabi for teach, you know say it's about the concept, Kashi. Yeah. You know, when they talk about what them like, if they like a today in Sierra Leone, when you talk about confidence, you know, say like cash box. You know what I mean? So these are words what they put and ingrain into the minds of people. When you talk about loyalty,
again, it goes back to even the Constitution. Every time we talk about different things, different concepts, you always bring the concept. For instance, when we talk about free education, you kind of like you always say, okay, it's in the it's embedded in the Constitution.
Absolutely.
It is not something that is a gift.
Absolutely.
It is embedded in the Constitution.
Absolutely.
So you see, it's all about the concept, Ibrahim, like what you say.
Thank you. It is there. It is there. You know, Kashi and comrade, again, it gets to that point you transcend. You see, the fight is about saving democracy. Kashi. Comrade, when you look at backsliding democracies across the world, and this is why if you look at America, I'll go that side. But democracy is backsliding across the world.
Absolutely.
You know, and we have to do something. Some of us, when are moral guarantors, we are moral guarantors today. And that's why I want to salon people and my brothers and sisters.
You see that moral guarantee thing, like when you talk so, I feel say don't be misconstrued like in a salon. We are all. Yeah. Every citizen is a moral guarantor.
Thank you.
For uphold the democracy. Because you know why, Ibrahim? Even the fact that with the condone parliamentarian and for being lethargic, not do their work, it's like they act as a moral guarantor. Because where is the moral, Ibrahim? The moral is in the Constitution. What did the Constitution say? In fact, that's when I listen to this Msg guy, they talk about the constitutional review. Ibrahim, let me go back. I think you don't say this. That Constitution, Ibrahim, yes, everything is subject to change with the evolving of time to elapse, right? But Ibrahim, that Constitution is good enough for make salon better if we serious.
Absolutely.
Nobody knows if they say the problem will get
that. Ibrahim and Kashi, owner they say they don't grasp the concept of democracy. It's a shame to see that the way we in the sub-region, West Africa, to be specific, we're the first country who begin democratic elections, meaning for change from traditional to popular from military era. We come with big past Nigeria and that side. We get election from Nigeria, the Ghana, the Guinea, because we have war, the Mali, the Senegal, all these countries. Now we first get the proper transition who come into military era to democratic era. So for now we get Liberia close to me, not like the people that don't know what's in the paper. Then just feel the democracy that we fight for. We fight for them. And one day we fight for the lawmakers. We listen to that guy, he say I see that we make the law. Say we made the law, we know exactly what to do. We the lawmakers until we say the government they bulldoze them. Then they when they backslide. The lawmakers then government bulldoze them for letting talk for $5,000 medical allowance. Government bulldoze them for $50,000 when they pay the one time of when they go to parliament. Government bulldoze them for so many things we do in parliament, but government bulldoze them for stand for the people. So for see what happened in Liberia today, it's no surprise. We saw it in the Ecowas parliament twice. When the Liberia in Gambia and they raised the issue of Sierra Leone, we saw it happen. When that for MP, you have for Kocherico, leader of delegation, they participate for go peace station, nobody know what happened. They still left finance of the SFPP. So we see how they come collectively. The IPOC alone, we don't go so we be temple and just a bit. They just hold on to this TRP. So they gang up together collectively. They come collectively. Motive for making the people sink the country to this level, and now they are calling up. I don't want to talk about this peace talk because that's just a facade. Yeah, they are just a facade. Because look at peace talk. Someone Kamala get the bold man for saying, "Madam, you know, the ultimate government, but allow somebody Madam appoint as chief minister for one excuse some. Why Madam you no go there? Why Julia no go there? Why Prince Ali no go there? The SLP just other than they be Msg for come go lead delegation. Then I just Napoleon Msg. All the rest they do because they nominate themselves so cheap. They say you sell it and so still they buy you. Absolutely. So now just what me think at all this look at this thing. Then we could watch them. But they say not to the watch them because for we will not say that a gimmick stuff of full people. Some of us, our eyes are they don't call Ibrahim. There is no way we possible. One for become a better politician. We just don't begin free for letting them. They begin free for challenge on constitutionality. There's no way. There's no excuse, Ibrahim. There's no excuse in that kind ineptitude, in that reckless attitude of them. When they see them, they go and play. Then it's not they laugh, and they go and laugh. Ibrahim, it's not about not to laugh in this. Absolutely. It's about people in life. Because then they suffer. They begin to suffer. Then they jail. And someone has said it all. The people and they don't get laughing about the greater majority that are vulnerable. Not to them. Not to them. Like one person that me say picking they arrest them in this 5 years or they kill them. Like one person here and tell me so your brother or your wife or your sister. Look at them in jail. That the ordinary citizens there when they feel the pain. So what they are doing, they not take Sierra for granted. Then they play with people in life. We have to put an end to this. This is complete madness. So it's a complete madness. It's just a rubbish. It's just a facade. How would you go to a country? You want to fly from London up for go Salon, pass for buy ticket for go Liberia. You want to fly from London for Ghana, Salon, pass for buy ticket for Guinea. Even there, Salon team want travel like Guinea and Liberia. They then go. They go. Come on. Who they see? They want travel now. They get applied through Guinea and Liberia. Now they make the airport too. They is taxed to a point that they need to buy ticket for the employer for the travel through Salon airport. They go. People they see. Come on. So we have to put hypocrisy on Salon. Until or unless we put like hypocrisy, Ibrahim, we need to move as a nation.
Absolutely.
And we don't want to get to a point where the people who matter, they give up Salon. Say, you know what, we've done all our best. No, we left them. Then we could tell them, say, this person, what did I do? Because because then they want for state people. Look what they do. Over the years, I will say this sacrosanctly now. The way APC people attack we in the media, except we don't ever attack we. Whatever we said against the president, they accept and they never can consumer. But whatever we call take in about some of the requests one, then they can consumer. They send them for the consumer. Tell the court faction and the consumer political everybody them. For the man they go to all country, they make a tribalizer, even full so people you know because they have that mentality. How many SFP reports you can consumer one day for more to talk about you? Nobody.
Absolutely.
How many times not consumer then? When no use for that because the culture go out.
Yeah.
How many times?
Yep.
How many times? So you see how the people are not, if you want for let them check them. If you in a position, you have to check you. So meaning you get for bad pass mad at you. Because now this will get mad at you. Where you know a lot for everybody criticize them. If you not take criticism, where you not get authority. If you get authority, somebody criticize you, they kill them. That's exactly what SFP did. When man have been they caught proper, anybody who oppose them, go begin to go kill John Benjamin security, where kind of governance get the authority and now if you misuse that. So we saw this thing coming from Jericho faction and APC. Where talk about Jericho, they don't cause him about. They don't cause him about the whole country. Just because you see, stand up for the people. We don't say go take sword, we don't say take gun, we don't say go open boxing, we say go use the mouth for talking parliament. Speak the constitution. You're not a lawyer, you're not a lawmaker, they make laws there. They say no. What you know, what let them do? But they want to put come on and say them, go kill them. They say them go on the street. You know, Ibrahim, is just, I don't know how in the team, but we have to look at the country in the bigger picture. That's a loose matter.
You know, Comrade Kashi, when you respect democracy, you don't know say it's worth fighting for. You know, I will say fet, not to pass for pull gloves, you go begin box so like I did talk so that whether they go make rudeness in the parliament. If it gets to that, fine. Okay, if that's what they wanted, we don't see across other parliaments there. But all we say is, in 5 years, Comrade Nkashi, the leader of the opposition is not on the record. Usai hold a substantive interview with BBC, Voice of America, Al Jazeera, AYV, 98.1, Radio Mankene Beanda, Epic Radio, all of these radio stations. We now see no article where was designed and written by Honorable Cherno Majuba of the APC in 5 years. A country where they bastardize democracy every day, wahala, removing 10 members of parliament, imposing a speaker, killing people in Makeni, Paremba Road prison massacre, 98, my 91 yanda, Mashaka yanda, all they side then they losar, then they kill people, violating their constitutional rights. This man has never stood up. You know what he do? Now because you don't value the concept of democracy itself, where democracy involves the people. It is the power of the people, for the people, and by the people, and the dignity of the people should be protected. You know, like how Liberia then say, go ahead, Kashi.
Ibrahim, you see, let me go back to Usa. We start this conversation in the morning. You know, Kogan Pass and grabbing the concept.
Absolutely.
You see, Ibrahim, when you grab the concept, you will not derelict your duty, your derelict like the duty of a parliamentarian.
Absolutely.
Look why they kind of like mix up the word.
Yeah.
Duty and derelict.
No, dereliction. Derelict is their duty.
You would not.
You're right. You're correct.
No.
You're correct.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, like, derelict, basically, you're just kind of like pass your duty over to somebody. You see, Ibrahim, the point is, when you grab the concept, you would not, as, again, the three things them way they get: oversight, representation, and making laws.
Absolutely.
Legislation.
Yep.
Ibrahim.
Mm-hmm.
How can you tell we say the people have go out in protest, but you are being bulldozed in the air, in the world of parliament, where you make laws, where in fact the chair is so lucky for being in the place where he makes laws and also an interpreter of the law. You know, Ibrahim, the sad thing for back with the corner here and they listen singing. If them guy they have grab the concept, we don't talk and pass, when they tell we say, oh, democracy is the government for the people, by the people, and of the people. That is just the cock and pass, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
What is the concept behind it? What is the concept behind that definition? You know, for the people, you protect the people. There is there for benefits the people. It's of the people. The people are the kind of like creator, and it's by the people. The people are they give power to them. If they know that, Ibrahim, Like all waiting, they kind of begin to talk government for the people, by the people, and of the people. It's Kogan Pass, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
They do not have the concept. You know, Ibrahim, and I listen to this guy, Chief Minister, the man of color, Chief Minister David Sengue. They talk like say how like the political party them gets the RRF form. Ibrahim, not on Yahweh be there, where like in Potloko, for example, where Ahmed Sisse call on Cherry Coco and Samuel Kamara say, I will call on another pick up on a phone them. Where it be say, they don't even reconcile the results in Potloko.
Thank you.
But Mohamed Kana don't announce a result. So, and what is wrong for Mohamed Kana pull waiting he announced for me to reconcile, make political parties them reconcile with waiting they get. What is wrong with that? What is wrong with that? For me, you can't talk say the political party that gets all the IRF. It doesn't matter. And you need more. Waiting you announce, get more be reconciled with waiting the political parties to get. And let me go back to Marcela Samba, you know. Okay. Did they reconcile it with Marcela Samba when I had the most independent and the EU they own? Did they reconcile it?
Not at all.
Ibrahim, that guy they had a free say people are stupid. Now you talk about the Peace Commission. The Peace Commission was set up 3 years ago. So who said the Peace Commission the day 3 years ago? Where Una Sidom they bastardize the constitution, they kill people, when they make people, when they pass all kind of laws them that country we go against the will of the people. Then all of a sudden in the terrorist but we say, oh the Peace Commission and all form Una craze.
You know, it goes back again, grabbing the concept of democracy itself.
Absolutely.
When you actually grab the concept of democracy, Gashi, you apply a little tinge of empathy to it. And you know, say it's about the people. You care about the people.
Absolutely.
Everything you do should be centered around the people. But let me tell you, why would people like the Cherry Cocos who sit in a parliament for 5 years and allow the SLPP for destroy with democracy, value people, when these same idiots, some of these idiots, because they go remain idiots, because a lot of them don't change, they don't see the light. They're coming home. And when they come home, welcome home. But you still have a few idiots where they steal their useful tools that are being used there today for cost for her. How you go value people when those people don't even value themselves? That is the fundamental problem we'll get today. And this is what is killing us. And because until we get all the population and everybody to understand the essence of the value as human beings in this democracy, we're not going anywhere. Actually, comrade, I saw a short video where somebody shared at the Loyalist Forum now, where this guy they talk about loyalty. He say, Mama teacher a lesson about loyalty. Where again, section 13B of the Constitution talks about loyalty, right? He say, Mama teacher, I say, Mama say, ask him, I say, Mama say not for loyal to nobody. Now I ask him, Mama say, but why you loyal to me, Papa? Now I say, no. He say, I'm not loyal to you, Daddy. He say, I'm loyal to virtues. I'm loyal to values. And the values of virtues, you know, dignity, all of these are values. He said, those are the values where I see that you, Papa, will make a deal with you, Papa. He said, I make a loyal to them. He said, the moment you, Papa, lost those values where I see them, he said, my loyalty done.
I would not be. Exactly.
And so now we apply this to the same principles as human beings, as we go to like today. You cannot be loyal to a politician because in name Ibrahim or in name Cashbox or in name Koita. Loyal to the values that they bring, and that is what we teach you now. They like it on social media. Say it's about the values, what we bring. It's about us making sure we understand on our constitutional rights and on our duties as citizens. Those are the values we bring to you, and then values. Then the moment we step away from those values, for now to understand, say democracy is everything that we have. We cannot toil and play with our democracy, the rights of and dignity of the people. To God and we will take it away from we. That aspect,
when you talk about the values like that, you know, the values of any country or person or individual, Ibrahim, now in the price to you. You know, Ibrahim, like they get one thing in finance with like brand. We all know about brand.
Right.
When you brand, you lost the value, the name of you use that organization. That corporation, the Ibrahim, it destroy you completely and entirely.
Oh, absolutely.
First of all, it gets like in the finance where if you say like that internally generated brand, like if you buy a company with a brand name, you go always kind of like, you know, like what Gawa when they use you to capitalize them. In other words, you could do like an impairment review on it. In other words, like the value of that thing every time. But if it is self-generated, you're not allowed to capitalize it, to show it separately. The only thing where you go do to you is that you share price, how the world they operate. This is how you evaluate. Ibrahim, I watched a video yesterday, disgusting one, of like a guy where they show with the phone them at Connaught Hospital. Not sure if you see him, Ibrahim. You see the bed, you see the state, you see the ground. Now the word where the guy in the show, like he said, then admit him, Ibrahim. You will shed tears.
I can imagine.
Ibrahim, it's like a death trap, a death zone in Connaught Hospital.
Welcome, Shirley.
And lights not even there. People had to use their phone lights for navigate their way through the world, Ibrahim. The guy that drive for the no system, he said when you buy your medicine, by the money, the medicine don't disappear, Ibrahim. This is the state of Salone. Now, as a result of the value where we don't lose, now we can't see. Now he make everything where we depend. Now bigger. Ibrahim, like it go to like that thing when we talk about the concept, and for make like they just kind of like they don't grab the concept, Ibrahim. It goes back when the tribe hotel we say Salone, that a donor driven economy, that a donor dependent country. Ibrahim, how disgusting that is. A country, we get everything we take for transform the lives of the people. Connaught Hospital will get light, Ibrahim. I mean, Ibrahim, the values of any country go make and destroy that country or individual. Ibrahim, the day when people go say, oh, Ibrahim, now so you name, now they carry you to everything, Ibrahim.
Oh, absolutely.
Even companies, they strive for the name. They strive for making them kind of like do the right thing, Ibrahim, all the time. Because the imagery of that country. How would I go see this guy election? And then you get, like, for make you, they can't open you once they say sorry. Sorry, if you can only say sorry if we don't get way for go back to it. Let's amend the problem. Then we kind of like disclose the data. But you say sorry, then you become adamant for the data not to be published, not to be disclosed. Then you say sorry. Whose difference will you make, Ibrahim?
You know, Kashi, comrade, when you look at what is happening, now Sierra Leone like today, we know for the Usai we did so for a country we fought a brutal rebel war. 10 years. We not learn nothing. It goes back again to the word history. We not value history. This is some of the things they already teach you now. It's all about the concept. When you grasp the concept of history itself, what does history mean? Because history will shape your current position for guide your future actions then. Your current, past, current for guide your future actions. You look at your past, you look at what's happening currently, you use those two data there, you analyze and say, how this go benefit me tomorrow? And the work that the way history they do for you. But we not value her.
But Ibrahim, the history in Sierra Leone is being tainted. Like what you always they talk. You know, like how the SLPP and Comrade always they say this. They kind of like they mash up, then they kind of like play with history in a salon. Ibrahim, even Senga in speech. This is how you know these guys are not genuine. This guy get mind for talk say Madabio is the father of democracy.
Because he has never been challenged.
Can you imagine?
He has never been challenged. Kashina Mia, you know what I can tell and say Marabio is not a father of democracy. If anybody in a father of democracy, it's Joseph Saidu Momo. If anybody in a father of democracy in Sierra Leone, Joseph Saidu Momo. Now in transition, it was on the verge of transition in us from a one-party state system into a multi-party democracy. Now he writes the constitution, the 1991 constitution. Now under authority,
we all knew. Ibrahim, even forget about the reason why in the say so, it is because of what I believe happened in 1996. Ibrahim, I was a kid in the block, Ibrahim. I remember clearly when they shoot people around that Aberdeen Road Bridge.
Thank you.
In fact, to the extent, Ibrahim, you don't want to make them begin to make that long gun and short hand when they cut people in hand. It is because of like this very Madabio. Because waiting happen, it came with that thing where it's a peace before election. Then waiting happen, the rebel begin one now say, okay, it's when I say when I election, we cut to hand now, make we see who's going to go for.
This was a time.
The result of this man.
That's perfect. That was a time where the military and the rebel and some aspect of the military, not to the all aspect of the Madabio military. military and the rebel them work in consonance for destroy the people, because it was not all the military aspect of the military, and Comrade Kocha knows more about this, wouldn't destroy the chances because they not be one of all the elections. Me, we as I be personally, as I be Sojamare, we don't confirm this to me. Say Marabio give the instruction for them to go and shoot, then they go and fire no more for scared people, and let people not come up for vote. So Marabio is not, but you see,
that's where they made their names.
Thank you.
Because they stood up against it.
Exactly.
This guy, history, that's how we say he is the father of democracy, as you say, is not being challenged.
You don't want the Yeri. Like we talk this kind of a nonsense. But you see, the problem is they allow people for take certain positions and authority in the society. Where you take like David Shenge. Now, as Kurumago look David Shenge say not in rank. You know, they are not contemporaries when it comes to politics. Okay, that's fine. But this is somebody where they represent the government of Sierra Leone. They like it today. They talk then kind of about statements. Then they, all right, Sherry Coco would never and would they're not born on two term for let's challenge that statement today of David Shenge. They come here you to talk so. You know get a ball stay for no as a man for stand up and say you lied, my man. That man is not a father of democracy. I know a lot more than you know. That man is not the father of democracy. If anything, Momo belongs to your own political party, APC, where they represent today. We go stand up proudly and say this is Joseph Saidu Momo was the father of democracy who gave us the 1991 constitution that you're standing on today, that protected you, that gave you the authority and the power that you have now to act, even though you're illegitimate at this particular point in time. But that Joseph Saidu Momo and give you the constitution where you get that Joseph Saidu Momo and come and begin transition. Elections should have been held in 1992 before Marabio and come, because they no say if they're going to the election, SLPP go lost. So why that green way where come back? A camp who can take power and APC they and kill Bambe Kamara and all of these things. That man they call father of democracy. But would Cherry Coco defend that? Would Cherry Coco stand up and come out and tell David Shenge say he's lying to his face and correct him for the records? Anyways,
in fact, not only Cherry Coco, would anyone from the APC challenge him?
Anybody, but again, look at Cherry Coco, look at the contemporary for David Shenge, if anything, at least, because Samora Kamara only respond to David Shenge. But Cherry Coco,
it's not even like
all of them.
At all.
True. But David Shenge value them. David Shenge don't value none of them. Now make it talk nonsense in front of his face. So who's going to challenge him?
Again, it goes back to what comrades say. Like Samoa Kamara could have just said, "Nothing, Cherry Coco, you're in charge of this. I'm not going to be here. If we don't want to play that game, then let we play that game." Then.
Yes.
But you see, Brian, yeah, God, the foot licking, the country people, Samoa Kamara is like somebody where they look afraid with man them. I don't even understand. It's actually afraid with man them.
I would hope not. For somebody don't live in the diaspora, but Samora Kamara.
I mean, it's been there. It's been there, done that, Ibrahim. He should know. Come on. He will be matured more than this, Ibrahim. If even you do on the first day and them like, Madam, you not turn up, the second day, do not turn up.
Kashi.
But again,
Picture.
Can he trust them? Can he trust them for execute his own desire?
Exactly.
That's the other question.
So, Kashi, imagine in picture, if maybe they in that whole day, me and Samora Kamara, me and advisor, I tell and say, if Madam, you not show up now, you're not going to handle this conversation. We're going to pass this on to the next person below you, because Marabio is your contemporary in this matter. So if he's not here, they give the opening statement. Somebody else can give the opening statement. Ura will be the most, at least close appropriate to David Shenge is Cherry Coco as the leader of the opposition for the past 5 years.
I don't think so. If we want to go, I think it's Lance Nadumbuya.
Lance Nadumbuya.
If Uja was there, then I would say Cherry Coco.
I wouldn't even give Lance Nadumbuya.
The third tier,
True, but at least let's say deputy leader. This is what they make a fake. Is an illegitimate chairman, chief minister of the party at this particular point. He's representing the illegitimate government as a chief minister. It's like almost the third man in command. At that point. So if you want to go hierarchically within the APC as a party, then who is that person? But anyways, you see, we can debate this all day, Kashi. But the point is, at the end of the day, David Shenge, has no place in our politics at this particular point in time. He's politically immatured, and we're not for allow for the make that statement there and he go free because he thinks it's correct, everything we say. But nobody's challenging all of these points. You see, Kashi, democracy again, loyalty, empathy, it's everything that we are lacking in our politics in Sierra Leone. And that is why people will continue to suffer, my brother, until the leaders of the APC as a political party recognize this fact and learn. You see, Comrade Coach, at that point where they say, we buck your foot, look who say you buck your foot, not who say you go for them. Now we depend on us alone. Now, because today, they not take the time for look who side and buck their foot. 5 years of recklessness, 5 years of laziness, 5 years of weakness, 5 years of greed and selfishness. Now, I'm bring we out this so delicate today. So again, let's go back to the concept of democracy. Salon people them. When I ask on our politicians them, do they really understand what democracy is? They understand how to fight for democracy, how to stand for protect democracy and protecting the rights of the people. What they see in Liberia right now, Salon people them. Liberia don't take 7 days, then still they count them, vote them, polling station by polling station. But Mohammed Kana we on 2 days later. Thank you. 2 days later, like I announced, they say show me the disaggregated data. To this day, they're not presenter. This is. Anyway, I'll be right back.
In the front of APC people who learn, they not talk. It's a shame. Absolutely. What's in the roadmap to democracy first? What's in the roadmap to democracy first? That's the roadmap to democracy. Now the changing of the constitution in 1991, when they allow me for long way to multi-party elections in the presidential race. We're going to get elections then. Before this time, we'll get parliamentary election. We know about you always give it 22 elections and the 6 election. Then they don't know to see that we'll get automatic, then more election there. We get election as alone. Salome gets election because we did a parliamentary way of governance. Meaning we vote for members of parliament and ministers just like the UK. When we have in 1991, the constitution change, they allow you for go to multi-party election. That is the beginning of democracy. And not just Saturday, we get the first democratic election in 1992. The MPRC came, we cafe the deal, they talk about PDP, then PPP, then about the non-court party, that's what we call that party survey. So, how you will say, Madam, you can in my manifesto, it can't overthrow the government, we've been there in the barrage for change from one party state to a democratic state. So for them, all of them, they are standing there. When they know this, they will stand up and say, no, they know this thing pass me. Them in the room, they very close to more. They know you can't for the bunker, say, no, the 2 individuals to democracy, and the 1912. That's Ibrahim. We're not going to consider the election only for democracy because they allow you for local to multi-party election.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So we're not going to get out. We're not going to talk about democracy. Elected only talk about democracy. Because they consider a lot of follow to multi-party election and presidential race. They are starting the day. Nobody see. Let me tell you something. APC is like no, it's not a problem. Like they know or they just ultimately the movie themselves for. Like me and you go participate me. Now me go participate. You go live and miss it up. Miss it up time for live and you. They not get it for live and the second because the second picking. Now picking the time they count that was almost like a fool. You know nothing. So you know in explanation more also remember that you talk say I'm not follow democracy but just by the follow democracy that's the case because the name come from Jakaba for being the father of democracy when the word of Jakaba the father of democracy because I test for like intervention come and keep people of the council so the name of father of democracy na it to man who said the father of democracy who said this start and who said that police then one day so what is over democracy salon na momo of President Modi, one of the most honest politicians, when I don't person talk say, I've killed my people. Yeah, I didn't say nothing. But they say that bad of you. But look at this Ibrahim. Who says see the respond? Who says they talk about? Nothing. So when they continue for tell them, see, now we pay attention for the and choose them. They will say, me as far as we're concerned, Ibrahim, I'm not going to talk to them. We can't to say that. Nothing. Not even new kids on the block. Not even just new kids on the block. Now, just like Madam coming down Monday, Minister of Education, they go to them, they are Chief Minister. And the kind policies all the runners alone, Ibrahim, if not that kind day, for go begin talk rubbish, and someone will say they listen away the line. For time to justify, for time for the intimate SFC, well, Madam, you always have that at this election, you know, that the year is there. Now, we go to say, in front of the democracy, you might justify, say, the man not do bad. But time fits clock.
You know, Ibrahim, I don't say Ibrahim don't reach comrade. You see, comrade, the sad thing like which they talk. So let me go back. Ibrahim they make reference to the Liberia election where they go on. So
oh yeah.
You know, he didn't compare the thing them way Madam you do to Sierra Leoneans them. Reach 20% of waiting George Okongwe due to the Liberian people. Reach 20%, Ibrahim.
You know what you do?
But yet still yes.
Yeah, because you don't see the opposition.
Absolutely.
Let's say they have gonna now
for the base. Ibrahim, it goes back to the ECOWAS Parliament. When they go now ECOWAS Parliament, we play on the last time. With the ECOWAS, the Liberian MP, we go represent Liberia. They talk about ECSL, the problem. Imagine, the ECSL, the problem. We own the African Express talk about $10 million where they misappropriate in ECSL. That's commodity. Ibrahim, so the person when they get the contract for print their ID card them, not Liberia.
The opposition, yes.
The questioner.
Yes.
The questioner. We see the Liberian ID card, how it been clear. We own the person we print the ID card. Take to this day, where they talk so, Ibrahim. We don't know the right person. Now flying news no more. We are bupa. Hey, the father be your sister. Hey, the father be your brother. Hey, the father be your uncle. Now this no more with the Yeri Ibrahim. So no, up to this day, we parliamentarians are not able to tell we.
Nobody.
Liberia. Imagine from December 15 or so to March 17 or whatever it was. Now they take for register people for vote. Ibrahim. We on 2 weeks. Ooh. 2 weeks.
2 weeks here. 2 weeks there.
Can we expect
2 weeks over here? 2 weeks over yonder.
Yes. 2 weeks over yonder, 2 weeks here. We expect to hear change. Ibrahim.
Then Keriko could go back, he go dance with the SLPP and ECSL.
Yes. We don't go launch the team. We all know say the team be full of flaws, like the team be so kind of like be manipulated. But yet still you go say you go launch
the fact that you go patronize the event, the fact that you go even patronize them in itself.
You go listen. Why can you avoid in protest?
If you don't support something like a dandy, as Jerry Kuku, as leader of the opposition, you don't support this. You know it's in a precedence, my brother. You know, say about 1996, we'll get rebel war, we'll get use proportional representation for the first time.
Yes.
We register people for at least 30 days. All over the country, simultaneously, concurrently, together, all over the country. In now, 2023.
Second, they talk with Ibrahim, how people, they represent the people and all that. Like, many parliamentarians go. You say, 2/3, we need them 2/3. Okay, now we need them. But the last year, they go to the beach and the bulldozer. But now, you see, Ibrahim,
Kashi,
I don't know if SLPP.
You know, you answer closely. We now woman say for brain. I didn't bring it to your attention. We say we say they sharing away. They don't way the threatening. Nobody know for talk outside of the laws of sex. I say, look, they sharing the threatening.
Outside. What do you mean exactly? Let we be careful. And then aside so, let we be careful for make we don't go outside the law. Whatever way we say, you stupid.
You
see, this is the language of the SLPP. This is the language, Ibrahim. What do you mean by outside the law? Waiting Samuel Kamara say, we go outside the law. So all of a sudden, you now know say Samuel Kamara, you uncle. But this uncle now, wanna go shoot, we go fall on that chair.
Yeah, they almost want to kill her.
This uncle now, wanna kind of like, take results away from him. All of a sudden, are you uncle?
They say don't talk about political reason. We just talk about what show say with diversity. You get a foolish word they use. How with diversity is what brings us together as the idiots. They don't go learn Bill Gates the English there.
You know, Ibrahim, you see, Ibrahim, seriously, now we get this bubble, the country, and they say we all, now we get this bubble feather for fly.
Now we
get this bubble feather for fly.
Nobody fly. Nobody fly.
What does he even know? What does he even know? If he be no real, if this bubble again, Ibrahim, don't forget the degree them and the doctorate or whatever he gets. Again, do you understand the concept?
It is the
because
concept.
Ibrahim, let me tell you,
it is the concept.
If this people understand the concept of democracy, the rule of law, how it bring the benefits to the country, even talk about the MCC, how then they win MCC, but like from 49% to 80-something%, that's a look the idiot.
Yes.
This is the message. Again,
perception.
I want to make it say so. Not to that Cherry Coco say we need the money of the MCC.
Yes.
So when once you don't say so,
after
you're willing to compromise the mess of what in the MCC stand for, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
This is not the only thing. This Bobo, now again, because if you understand, you're going to say the imagery of the country, the brand name salon is being destroyed. When they destroy them with our lives,
absolutely.
They could not say this way they do so it's not good for the country.
Absolutely.
But always make it they say so. Now for that money within the way they want, desperately. Desperately, they don't know funding. This is what's in their mind. They didn't think about how to attract investments. Because Ibrahim, always they do so, if they're going to begin to put dirty on top dirty, it's like we're not moving forward because investors, they know too well more than we. Absolutely. Investors, they are coward. They investigate. They do their due diligence before they put their money any side, Ibrahim.
Absolutely.
And this is what this When they do so, the only thing we go remedy this alone now for make we do a free, fair, and credible election once again. But you know what, Ibrahim? My hopes are not facing us get any hope say that's the happen. Because now where they don't talk, so this now for the public, for blindfold we. After this, then they go to the corner, they go negotiate. Who there for pass money, who is there for give position, give me losses, make I get me money back, make I do this. Now in that too. The people of Sierra Leone now they get for lose at the end of the day, Ibrahim.
Right. Absolutely. And a lot of people only mention this concern as well, Kashi, including you and Comrade. Now I think so when they talk about the fact that why Samurai come out for the mention, say then and go for ask for all them backlog and this and that. You can only ask for a backlog if you be say yes, at least if you know you really consider yourself to go join hand with these guys for long work together. Because the focus and the talk the whole time should have been a rerun of the elections or the provision of the disaggregated data. But it makes the message anyway because because they demand this, it demand that, then it talk back other way.
I don't know if they're mature.
It's
like supposed to be matured people, Ibrahim.
It's like
they're supposed, you see, maturity not come with age back. It come with experience, exposure, Ibrahim.
Yeah, it's all about exposure.
For your backlog. When once you don't talk about backlog, like you don't surrender, say, you know what, we're gonna go.
Where they go?
Because talking about 54 seats them that's been allocated to APC, if they do if they pull the right result, who knows? It could well be over 70. It could well be 60, way above that. But make it reflect the true picture of the people, the will of the people.
Absolutely.
Why you will begin to talk, say, from better go get a backlog? Is that not kind of like just accepting, saying, this we just for negotiating, for getting the money?
Right. But we watch for see what things will happen because we know saying that two things a lot of people want out of this all nonsense where they go on. So it is either we get a rerun of the elections or then provide a disaggregated data them from polling station to polling station them. We show the actual results, like how Liberia tallied the results. And so right now, from polling center to polling center, take to this particular moment, one for one, until we pull all Landy, we get the real winner of the elections. We're not going anywhere. We know see the salon people they want. Either we get a rerun of the elections or we get the actual data where they show the comprehensive result until we find a winner. But Kashi, you know, I've been almost fall back on the MCC side. You know, so we can brush MCC. Let's refresh people in memory. MCC is Millennium Challenge Corporation. Of course, America set up this institution here so for promote democracies across the world. You know, say African leaders, them you get for cooks them like a young baby then self pass them, don't baby them. Where you get for cooks them for them. Just respect the rights of the people them and respect democracy. So based off of that, they will get some money. If they do well and behave themselves, they respect the people, they will get them money. So there are critical areas of the MCC scorecard where we talk about like ruling justly. Ruling justly can be broken into democratic rights. And under democratic rights, you get political rights and civil liberties. Well, a day, you know, the contention day, of course, at this particular point in time, for the past 5 years, actually, where we say MCC, SLPP, there is no waiting for past MCC. You talk about the fight against corruption, the anti-corruption commissioner, where they college now. Salon interesting. Salon interesting, bruh. You know, all of these things, Kashi. Then they kill people, massacre people, protest, we see all that. But MCC, SLPP continue for past MCC. So we go for ask institutions them where the time is right. The Brookings Institute, the Freedom House, where they're in charge of all of this.
House alone the past MCC, just like you don't see the recent WAS result.
Exactly.
FBC and IPAM.
With education.
Say for the thank you message, you just say, hey, I manage pass. That's exactly the MCC and MPK and the way they pass their WAS, the way they go FBC and IPAM. No difference.
Kashi,
house alone they pass the MCC.
Kashi, I don't mean to demean anything, but I want for believe say the generations behind the 2000s. Now then, the real folks them like 2005, 2010. I will go back and say on that 2010. From then 10 and there, I think say come up education we don't finish at that country there. You know, I will give a little bit to 2010 standards be the small. Standards be the small. Man be the study. You really see say man in the study for pass. And, you know, the system will be so proliferated with corruption and this level of but you know, now the one day with the study, of course, they don't get chance. You study that for nothing. One picking the can't pass the shaking waist. That's it. You know, now the one yes, you get 1,000, you get money for can give the lecturer and then pass the paper. You know, then they write the paper for them, all kind of thing. Man, it's just disgusting. But anyways, Kashi, I think say okay, let's find a small. Yeah. But we'll watch the play. But until every Sierra Leonean understand the concept of democracy itself, the concept behind it, it is not just about cog and pass like everyone talking about. The concept. It means that we have to value and respect the will and the dignity of the people in our democracy. And until we opposition leaders them stand up for protect that democracy, we're not going to go anywhere. Salon is doomed. A sufferation for the no more. There is nothing me can do. There is nothing Cashbox or Communicator can do. Pass we talk like how they talk so. I will continue for talk, for sensitize and educate. But that level of awareness, now one foresee amongst the general population. I make them wonder where they support politicians, they cause for politicians. When they're not sabine, some of them politicians are not sabine themselves. They're not sabine themselves. Where they cause for them. The politicians only get them brother and sister, they can cause for them. And then they abuse them, for then they can cause for them. Then they make enemies for themselves for the rest of their life. Then go so, they not get place. Any side where you go, place not they. Because they don't make enemy all side because of politician. We not be the side there. In fact, that politician they. You don't get no connection with that politician they. But you go see on the cost for her. They make rudeness on social media. When are the same politician responsible for a lot of nowadays Europe so where they go through Temple Run. I'm like, come on, I'm doing the APC. And then they can't work on the SLPP. They will see that what they use this as an opportunity for, human traffic people across the country, across the world. Where is here? Then when I sit down at the cost for politicians, they will put in this position on affair and ourselves. Sierra Leone is rich. It goes back to that documentary where Idris Elba do about London mining in Canada. Where they crack that rock. And I don't share the video on my Facebook page. Let us see them because we got the contrast. This is not thing they hold on the talk of Ricotta, Cashbox, other people. We brother or bring and come back to our attention yesterday. How much than the inside the dirty within Chinese than the pool. When they ship the dirty out of Sierra Leone, come out of China. Because when we see that documentary by Idris Elba, who said they broke the rock get copper, zinc, gold, silver, all kind of thing. We didn't break the code.
It goes back to the thing. This is the reason why, again, comrade, love this. We always say, how can we get these mining companies, instead of shipping the raw material, the dirty, outside, we can't see them, how can we get them to do this out in the column? The proper clearing of all this
exactly.
Debts, Ibrahim,
now the awareness.
In our country.
Yes. Now the awareness.
Again, it goes back to confidence.
Now the awareness.
Do they have confidence for operate in Salon?
Kashi,
do they have the confidence?
Where we get the right set of leaders, believe me, the confidence they come. It's about value added.
Absolutely.
We know for allow we mineral resources then for be shipped out. Regardless of what it is, we know what we get. Kashi, me believe say, if we dig deep, go 3,200 kilometers under the earth in Sierra Leone along the Shekwema, North inside and the Kashi, I believe say the wealth of Sierra Leone. If you not reach Congo, we're at 24 trillion. I swear to God, Salon in wealth, $10 trillion. Which we get underneath earth with gold. Kashi, look at London, the Bank of London, where Idris Elba do that documentary. Just one of them vaults, and they will show we all combined the gold, the worth of the gold where the Bank of England hold is over $250 billion. Show me USA England the mine gold. Kashi.
Ibrahim, because brother, the gold, as I say, is that safe haven asset. When the world they in turmoil, people always go to gold. In fact, like right now, where everything seems for kind of like they all over the place, helter-skelter, you know what? Investors then they go for gold because it's the safe haven, Ibrahim. As soon as, like, sometimes when you are eyed society, where tension don't arise at any side, people go for gold and keep them. Because the value they into it, Ibrahim. But Salon, where we know that, like how, like the Saudi Arabia, imagine oil is so powerful. Saudi Arabia and these big OPEC countries, them, oil producing countries, them, then they regulate the price of oil. Why can't, like, the gold mining countries, them, regulate the price of gold? Where we say gold is a powerful asset in the world, Ibrahim. Have we asked the question? Again, it go to like Kogen Pass and understanding the concept. Ibrahim.
Thank you, my brother. I think with that powerful word, I'll leave it there. Thank you, Kashi.